Hi everyone, this is Rich Leopold. I'm running for governor of Iowa on the Democratic ticket and want to talk to you a little bit today about going outside, one of the cornerstones of this campaign. So obviously going outside is my life. It's what I've done. I'm a biologist by trade. I spend a lot of time outside kayaking, hiking, hunting, fishing, motorcycling across the state. It's also something we use metaphorically in that I am non-traditional as far as a politician. Never run for public office before. This will be my first time and I'm running for governor. It's also outside of the current political system. So, there's a lot going on, or I should say not going on in the State House as far as progress on a lot of issues that people caring about, and a lot of things are sliding backwards. I'm outside of that system. I don't owe any lobbyist any favors. I've never taken a bad vote, never taken a good vote, never ran for office before. The bigger piece of going outside, though, I think, is going outside and listening to Iowans about their ideas and what we should do. So, for example, we were just on this tour after the announcement of 27 different towns across Iowa, and a lot of this was listening to people. A few cool things. So, talked to a few young people in some of these small towns that love living in small town Iowa, but they were having a hard time making it. One of the things suggested was these old downtowns that are so beautiful and historic. The upstairs of them are usually in storage or rent out apartments that are, kind of falling apart. What if we actually took some of our energy efficiency money, which Iowa is one of the top states in the nation when it comes to money we spend on energy efficiency, insulated them, fixed the windows, make them into single-family homes, good-sized single-family homes, and then young families could move into them and then have a business downstairs, coffee shop or sports equipment or what have you. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. What if we did solar in a big way? So we know what we did with wind, and I've talked about that before in the wind industry. It wasn't just that the big boys did their turbines, but small and medium-sized producers. We worked with community colleges in getting programs established to work on those wind turbines, good paying jobs with benefits. We worked on major industry, bringing blades, turbines, and tower manufacturing here to Iowa. Solar. We're ready for solar. We figured it out already. It's worthy. We just haven't got any leadership that's actually pushing toward what if we did front to back solar. One last thing I'll touch on is water quality. So it's a huge issue in the state right now, and I've complained about this before. All we see are half measures. Let's carry it far enough past the next election cycle, let some steam off the kettle, that kind of thing. Water quality is a problem, but it's also a huge economic opportunity. So for example, let's say cover crops. We've been doing this in a small way where, we'll take some money and put it toward cover crops. A lot of the people that are doing it are people that were already doing a good job. What would happen if we were serious about cover crops? So let's talk about this. What if it was 10, 12 million acres that we had to do in cover crops? First, you have to grow the seed. Somebody has to do that. Then you have to harvest the seed. And then you have to take that seed and make it into a viable seed that you can put in the ground. That's an industry in itself. Then you have to have crop consultants or other experts that work with the farmers on how you're going to apply that seed. That's another value system. Then you could actually harvest and maybe have a second crop, or maybe harvest it for biomass, or maybe figure out how to better incorporate it into the soil for soil tilth. But what I'm saying here is just with the one tool of cover crops, we could have a value chain front to back. So this is an economic opportunity. It's what we did with wind. We could do it with other things too. So over the next 4 weeks here, we're going to be going over the cornerstones. Today was the first, talking about the going outside. In upcoming weeks, we'll be hitting other issues and other beliefs that we're trying to push forward within the campaign. I would encourage you, please, if you want to know more, go to leopoldforiowa.com, like our Facebook page, donate, please. We're not starting from a huge cash base here. It's just a few of us putting this together. Anything you can do to help. If you have events, if you can volunteer, let us know. Stay in touch with us. Thanks for your time, and I'll talk to you down the road.